sitting on the fence just like hundreds of thousands of other Americans waiting for interest rates to drop. So I totally get it. I have a lot of clients I'm talking to that, given the news right now, they're waiting for the rates to drop. I'm here today back at Catamaran Cove in Rockledge, Florida. And I'm here today because I feel like this is the best deal in Brevard County right now. They're offering amazing incentives on these townhomes I have in back of me. If you're sitting on the fence right now waiting for those rates to drop, I just want to warn you, if and when they do, that's going to bring in those thousands and thousands of buyers back into the market. Just going to bring prices back up just like we had in 2021. I don't know if we'll ever have that 2021, but nonetheless, when rates drop at any significant amount, even if we get them like down to 5.5, there's going to be thousands of buyers forming in the market, which is going to up prices. I don't know if you want to be in that situation. So that's why I'm filming this video today. I'm going to show you these townhomes again. So I already have a video of me going through what the townhome has to offer. So if you haven't watched the first video already, I will link that at the end so you can actually do a walkthrough of the townhome. So I'm going to do a quick overview of what this community has to offer and what these townhomes have to offer. This community is located in Rockledge, but it's right on the line of Viera, which I think is really cool because it is way less priced than Viera new construction or even resale is today. But essentially, when you exit this community, it is a gated community. When you exit it, you can go take a right and get right on the golf cart path into Viera. So essentially, the next community over from us is called Adelaide, and that is the multi-million-dollar community, which I think is pretty interesting. So if you're in any of these townhomes right here, you've got a beautiful lake in back, and then you've got the multi-million-dollar homes in back of there. So I think it's a really cool view. Nonetheless, you essentially, without being in Viera, you are Viera. No CDD fees, no high HOA fees. You do pay Rockledge taxes, so you're going to be in the city of Rockledge over here. But I just think it's a great deal. So these townhomes right here, they have two companies, they're sister companies. And one is Starlight Homes, which I am featuring today. This is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. And then you have the Ashton Wood side. I have a video on them as well. I'm going to record their single family homes after this. So if you're more into building from the dirt or more of a higher end product, then maybe take a look at the videos Ashton Woods have to offer. I'll link them below. But like the sales manager made an analogy that the Ashton Woods is like the Lexus and the Starlight Homes is like the Toyota. So both made by the same companies, but the Toyota is a little more economical, still a good product. I drove Toyotas my whole life. My husband drives a Toyota, and now I have the Lexus, which is pretty much like the same engine as the Toyota, everything. It just has some more luxury features. So the Ashton Woods is more of like the Lexus product. So just that's the best analogy I gave you for that. Now, the community itself is going to have an amenity center. It is gated. It's going to have an amenity center more sort towards the single family home, super short drive. If I was living here, the first thing I would get after furnishing the home is a golf cart, because you can go straight into Viera. It also goes to the Viera Elementary School and it goes to the Viera High School. It does go back to the middle school that's in Rockledge. But the amenity center, I would get that golf cart and go take my golf cart there all the time. It's going to have resort style pool, cabanas. It's going to have a little dog park. So it's going to be a really nice amenity center, especially a lot of times these townhome communities don't have the amenity center, but this one does. And it looks really beautiful. And they don't have the renderings yet, but once they do, I'll make another video going over it. But I think it's going to look really cool. So I'm going to head into one of the townhomes because I am hot right now. And we're going to go over why I think this is such an amazing deal. Real quick though, if you're new here, my name is Rachel Langley. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Space Coast, and I help clients just like you every day buy and sell real estate here in the Space Coast. If you're looking to move, whether you're moving for a job, family, retirement, whatever the case be, whether you're moving in a week or 2 years, 5 years from now, make sure to reach out. My information is on the screen right here. You can call, text, or email me because I got your back when it comes to moving to the Space Coast. Okay, so we are inside the unit right now. Like I said, I'm not going to do a walkthrough. I have already done one of those before and did some AI staging for you guys to see how it could look. But right now, I can't keep my eyes off this gorgeous view. So the one I'm in right now is actually have blue tape. The next owners must have done their blue tape walkthrough. Essentially what that is, when you go under contract, you'll be allowed to go and mark anything you see wrong. Sometimes I have clients where there's a million blue tapes on a wall. You have the right to do all of that stuff. So this one has been done already. So you're going to see that blue tape. But what I want you to see is this gorgeous view right here. All of these townhomes are going to have a lake view, which I think is so unique. You are essentially waterfront. These aren't retention ponds. These are lakes. And they're just really pretty. And those are those multi-million-dollar homes I told you about. So just really cool, really gorgeous views on this side. You get a little pad right here. If it were me, I would totally enclose these. You're going to see, I'm not sure if you can see the video. It's a little buggy. You have a lake. They're currently spraying, but it's Florida. It gets buggy, so you want to enclose that. They won't enclose it for you, but something you want to consider doing. And they also allow a fence on each side. So they won't allow a fence in the front, but they will on the side, so you can get some privacy as well. My husband and I have been considering purchasing one of these because they have a really amazing interest rate that is unheard of right now. We're just in the works of coming up with a 20% because with investment, you have to do at least 15%. So we want to do 20%. So we're just in the works right now with that. But I think that is really great. They are offering 5.99% interest rate on investment loans, which, like I said, is unheard of. One of the deals that I think makes this community literally the best deal in Brevard County, despite the fact that you have literal views of the multi-million-dollar house and lakefront views, which, like I said, these are retention ponds. These are lakes. So I think it's really cool. But anyways, the other deal that I think is really wonderful is for primary home. So right now they're offering for VA and FHA loans 4.99% interest rate. Again, those also include closing costs. It doesn't cover all your closing costs, but it will cover a lot of them. That is just, again, unheard of. Only other new construction communities like down in Palm Bay can offer that. We have Viera down there, and the builders there, they're not able to offer an interest rate like that. But this company, because they have their own in-house lender that they work with, is able to provide that. So I think that's really cool because when and if rates drop in September of October of this year, I still don't think that they're going to be in the 4s. With that said, also, they do have a couple of homes offering a 3.99% interest rate. So even better. That is, again, unheard of right now. So that's why I feel like these are just such an amazing deal in Rockledge. Get ahead of it because I think once the word gets out about these, right now we're pretty slow because it's the end of summer. But once everyone gets back in the market and later this fall, I think these are going to really sell quickly. So get ahead of the games. Now, these prices range from anywhere from $350 to $370. The end units are the more expensive ones, obviously, because you have the end. This one here is an end unit, so you can see you have the double windows right here, a lot more light. You're going to see the carpet. You could change it out to the tile, but for me, I would keep it until it gets not that great because it is worn. If you have dogs or anything, it's going to get worn out. You're going to see this is more of a basic kitchen, but it does include all of the appliances. It includes the washer and dryer. All the appliances are included, which again is pretty unheard of with any new construction in the Space Coast. They don't include the appliances without an upcharge for those. I just think these are such a great deal. So this is the Starlight Homes ones, and then these are the Ashton Woods. They're pretty much the same elevations exterior. The Ashton Woods ones have some options with 2-car garages versus the Starlight Homes has all 1-car garage. Please look at a garage. I almost forgot. They all have in-bath windows and doors. So that's also almost unheard of with these types of builders that are building more of what we call the spec homes. Like, you're not gonna be able to design this, but it's gonna be ready. You can close in 30 days if you want to. I just feel like this is a solid deal, and I don't usually put that on many places unless I really truly feel that way. With that all said, if you have interest in either Starlight Homes or Ashton Woods in Catamaran Cove, make sure to reach out because I got your back when it comes to these new construction deals and also resale, anything in the Space Coast for that matter. So my information's on the screen right here. Make sure to call, text me, or email me day or night. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rachel Langley, and I'll see you on the next one.